Hello everyone, my name is Clarice Assad. I am so excited about our upcoming collaboration, and I wanted to really help as much as I can for our get-together with the way that things are going to be pronounced during the piece, because part of this piece is written in Portuguese and I left that as written in the language, but other parts where they're just syllables, I tried to do it phonetically and I'm not sure if I did the right thing, so that's why I'm going to go over that now, hopefully quickly on the video before we get there and there's no confusion. So first things first, thank you so much for being a part of this, and if you made this far into watching the video, thank you for watching the video too. So here we're going to start with I'm going to go over the whole piece. So the first thing we have is the word Amazonia. By the way, this is a piece about the Amazon forest and what's going on there politically, which is horrible. And there are many things happening, and some of the issues we're going to address this here in the piece. I'm singing the top line with a lot of words. I don't have translation for it yet, but I will provide one before we get together to sing, so at least you're going to know the context. But for now, I'm going to work on the sounds, and the first thing that we're going to sing is the word Amazonia. So if I break down the language, you know, it's a Latin language, Portuguese, I mean. So A will be A, M-A would be ma, Z, O with that accent on the top will be zon, zon. And finally we have N-I-A, which we connect and we make a nya, Amazonia, Amazonia. That's how we say that. Next thing we have is anytime you see the double M's, that's just boca chiusa. And on rehearsal letter number A, not number A, on measure number 33, letter A, we have that going into an A, which that's supposed to be phonetically. Hopefully I'm getting it right. So AH will be A, followed by the boca chiusa, and then we have EH on measure 37, that's going to be A. Then we have boca chiusa again, double E will be E, clearly, and then we go back to A, and we have Amazonia, excuse me. So, just pronouncing it with sorry. So again, Amazonia. Okay, that's what we have. The next thing we have to talk about is measure 47, 48, 49, where I have words in Portuguese that the pickup note to measure 48 is a mata, that's one thing, and then I have vida, okay? It's just echoes of what I'm singing at the top melody. So a mata means the forest, vida means life. So again, a mata, vida. Okay. Then we go back to Amazonia, 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 and finally we say at the very end, we talk about the title, Amazonia sem lei. So that would be measure 56. Amazonia sem lei. And that means lawless, I think, Amazon. All right, then movement 2, we have a lot of do, de, do. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, hopefully. 68, I have sh, this, and you see the she, she, e, she, e. Those sounds, and we can get together hopefully in time to clarify this. She, e. It's kind of coming from like your belly. This is like for the altos and the sopranos. And then 72, we have No, he, yeah. So it's like, oh, you don't want to go he, you want to really kind of he, like hint at it. And what I'm trying to do with those top lines is to pretend that we're singing Tupi Guarani, but we're not. Tupi Guarani is one of the languages that's spoken by the indigenous peoples of Brazil. So it's nothing. It means anything. It doesn't mean anything, but it's to kind of get that sense of belonging of that part of the world. Okay. So that kind of singing be very interesting to do. That's why I put the dots there. All right, let me see what else I can talk. If there's any questions, by the way, you can write to me. It's super easy to get in touch with me. Now we have a section coming up on I think it's 108, measure 108. We have alto, nia, 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 nia. I'm trying to go for an effect that's very nasal. Nia, 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 nia. It's kind of a very kind of an annoying, like almost electronic sound. Nia, 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 nia. And just repeat that. Add tiredom. Letter C, there is something that says udu, mouth percussion. That's something that I'm going to do as like a percussion solo, but it's going to be with mouth percussion. And we go into Amazônia sem lei. Okay? Amazônia sem lei, Amazônia sem lei, sem lei, sem lei, something like that. So we are on measure 184. The TGN repeatedly on each triplets is going to mean tigini, 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 tigini. And with pitch, that's going to be tigini, 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 ting, something like that. Tigini, 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 ting. It's a pattern. It repeats for the whole thing. If you don't get it exactly correctly, it does not matter. It's for effects only. And we have the same thing happening for I think it's altos have that, but it's no longer in triplets. So taka 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 taka. So it's gonna ding 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 ding, something like that. Again, don't worry about it. Don't worry about getting it perfect. I think the most important thing to keep in mind is think of it as a percussion electronic effect, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. Okay, so the next movement is really kind of simple, but I'm hoping that someone will be volunteering to do a vocal improv on top of this. I'm using it's called a sun drum. It's pretty interesting. So now letter F, we have a few things that I just wanted to clarify. I'm not going to sing the rhythms. I'm just going to sing the syllables. So we have le, lea, soprano and alto, le, lea, unai, le. That's the measure on letter F. That's 222. Le, lea, unai, le. Then we have le, lea, unai, le again, and shumae, shumai, e. Shumae, shumai, e. Le, lea again. I think those are the only things that keep repeating in different configurations. They might do that, but yeah, it's gonna be pretty. Now, number 4, the one that says vozes sem voz, these are clusters. It's pretty much like sing on any pitch, I just hope that we can get really a very dissonant chord, and that's why I kind of wrote the pitches. And you can choose to do them or not. I mean, the ending is definitely not important as long as we gliss up and then down. But if we can be somewhat similar to those pitches that I wrote, I think we're gonna get a really cool effect. It's gonna be hard to get the pitches, but just be very discordant and we'll be okay. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I will be, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be conducting, but I'm gonna be counting. I'm gonna be helping us land together. We'll always land together. And then if we go to page 32, the very beginning of 2/4, this is one of those things that I have written in Portuguese. So I have fora bo. This is not a word. This is a broken up word. It's gonna happen. The actual word is only gonna happen like by measure 266 or something like that. But they're just gonna repeat these chopped up words. Fora bo, and very, very staccato. Fora bo, fora bo, fora bo, fora bo, fora bo. That's like tenors and basses, okay? And then alto and then soprano have a different line. They have a different line. Fora, fora bo, fora. It's like all in off beats. And pitch here is important, but we're gonna kind of be whispering it and then go to a much bigger sound. So it's fora bo, okay? Then soprano, you have the actual word fora bode, and then you have bodega. All right. I think that's it. It keeps repeating. And at the very, very end, fora, lixo, fora. Yeah, lixo. The word lixo on, it starts here, 280. Ra, lixo, fora, lixo. Li is li, xo is sh, shu. So it's lixo, lixo, lixo. All right. Finally, the very, very last thing, I will be singing something and you're gonna respond with the bass line, seca. Seca, 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 seca. That's what the S-E and C-A stand for. That means dry, seca, seca, seca. Then sopranos, altos, you have matopiba. Matopiba is M-A, sorry, ma, T-O, to, P-I-B-B-A, ba, matopiba. Then we have measure 295. Soprano, alto, we have nativa. So, nativa. N-A, na, T-I, chi, va, V-A, nativa. Okay. Now, I think everything here up to this S-A on measure 300 is going to be so. Then we have do, tu, bra. Okay, 304, B-R-A-H, supposed to be bra. Bra, like Brazil. And then we have na on 304. And after that, it's easy again. Now, there's something a little bit weird here on 310. B-R-A-P. It's going to be bra, bra, bra. You don't have to, it's like a bra, bra. What else? 316, Amazonia, and we have AME, AMI, AMI, AME is AMI, Amazonia, AMI, Amazonia, AMI, Amazonia, AMI, Amazonia, and then AMA, Amazon, no, sorry, AMA, and then you repeat that, AMA, AMA, AMI, Amazonia. It's a little tricky, but it's a play on words because AMA, Amazonia means Amazon, of course. AMI means love, but it's like you're telling somebody to love it. And then ama is another form of saying to love, but like for yourself. So it's a play on words. Amazonia, Amazonia, ama Amazonia, ami Amazonia. Something like that. But yeah, I think that's it. I didn't put anything at the very end because we can figure out what we can do for the very last chord together. And I'm looking forward to this. Thank you for listening. I know this is a long video, but I hope it's going to shed light somehow to some of the questions you might have. Okay, peace. Bye-bye.